Greetings, my beta friends. Ben Pearson, the Roadster Tracker, and we're back with Factorio. And what are we doing? Ah, yes. Deep Space 2 came out, and it, did okay. Still got a lot of learning opportunities to do. It looks like it's restocked well enough. Let's go and have you go to a kilo. So we had a couple of problems with this design, and that's okay. One of them is the power. The second one is, well, science is done differently than we were hoping for, and so we're gonna have to do some redesigning. What are we gonna do? I've been thinking about this actually quite a bit. One thing we gotta do is we gotta have more thrusters, but that's easy peasy. The other thing is I think we need to kind of have a queue up system for this stuff. So for instance, yeah, we're not doing super great. We're doing okay still. Let's keep going. We do want to get this ship back because it gives us more data. We do know, we need to have this going more. We're probably pretty close to the limits, but we can do some. We're gonna have to do a bigger design. Is just what it comes down to, right? So we already have Deep Space 1. Deep Space 1 is at Novice, right? Yeah, I think this is a perfect... We're gonna completely redo this whole thing. Everything about you is gonna get redesigned. Okay. Let's just not undo those. Okay, I think something like this is gonna do quite nicely. Let's expand this as well. Okay. That should probably do. Okay, we're getting shipments in already. How's Deep Space 2 doing? It's doing okay. Alright. I think this will do. Let's see here. Deep Space 1. So we're gonna put the thrusters. And we're gonna do just a very different design here. We're trying to concentrate on removing some of the vulnerabilities and issues that we've had. Because we've learned a lot since we did this. We haven't had a major redesign for a long time. So let's just go ahead and, let's see here, plumb this up. They have to be 3 spaces apart. We can't, nah. That's a pity. What we're gonna do is like this. Okay. Whoops, not there. Okay, let's see here. Here, and that's it. We're gonna copy paste this. We're gonna try to be able to thrust quickly because we're gonna have to somehow make this work. Right? Okay, not surprisingly, we're gonna have to launch some thrusters. Actually, I don't think... I think we want to have this side clear. Yeah. Okay. This is fine. So let's go ahead and put one bitty more thruster here just to really complete off this. Good. Good. I'm gonna go with the blockhead design because, you know, why not? We are gonna increase this up because we're gonna need more space forward. Okay, next item. Do we still want to do these the same? I think we do. We're gonna do the asteroid collector can be quite similar to how it was. Let's go ahead and put our asteroid collectors then. And we're gonna need a bunch of them. We'll probably be making some tweaks to this. I'm not gonna actually hook up the stuff, but especially in the front, we're going to need some tweaks. So asteroid collector, let's see. We may as well have these slightly overlapping. We know we're gonna have to have some firepower here, but it's mostly gonna be lasers. Oh, it feels so good to do a complete redesign. In that corner, we're just gonna off. Yeah. It's okay. We don't have to have everyone. So I do want this to be a little bit bigger because we know we're gonna... We want the rail guns to be out front. Okay. Good. Now, let's do rail guns. Well, let's go ahead and get the loop design done. And then we need to figure out what our defenses are going to look like. Oh, we need some on this side. Yeah. This is fine. Got no power at all, so we were gonna need a little bit of solar power to kickstart this. Let's get our fusion engine going sooner than later then, and I think this is the appropriate time to get it started. Okay, so fusion engine. Let's go ahead and copy... Oh, you're doing fine. So let's see here. Deep Space 1. I'm going to... The fusion engine is one of the few things that needs really good solid access to here. I'm going to set it up like this. And then we're going to, let's see here. You're going to take out, let's see, we need the fusion cells. We do need a bigger fusion engine than we had before though, so we're going to add in one extra set. I think that will do quite nicely. You're going to be the barrels of cold stuff, good. And you are going to be the empty barrels going back in. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some temporary solar panel. The solar panels can go back in this corner because I don't think... Well, let's make fuel in this area, I think. Or we could do fuel under here. It doesn't really matter. Bullets, we will do the 3... Well, I don't think we need bullets. We're gonna skip the bullets entirely this time. Yeah, we'll just do lasers. That will work better. So let's see here. Rare level solar panels. Okay. These are temporary. They very well may move around. Yeah, I have better quality. That's why this isn't working. Probably the same thing with the generators. Okay, so we know some stuff. Honestly, let's do this. I think it'd be better to even have it like this. Okay. Honestly, we can even pump this right here. You are going to be the empty the barrels. You're going to go up. This is fine. So you're going to load in here. Okay. Honestly, it just needs to be like this. No, that's actually not right. We need this to go here. And there needs to be a pump. And this pump is going to only allow this to get to 5,000. So enable if this is less than 5,000. We don't have a lot. Interesting. And then this needs to go like this. Okay, so we don't have the fuel, which is fine. That was probably here. Let's go ahead and pause you for a sec. Ooh. So painful. Okay. This is fine. So I'm gonna purposely keep this disconnected for a little scooch. Hang on, I actually... This needs to go here. Because this needs to be fed into each device. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put you right here. And then we're going to have our fusion one right here. Not that guy. This guy. Okay. And I do want a third one here. So that way we got a little bit more power going on. Whoops, I don't actually want this started yet, but that's okay. We'll have some power. Okay. Now, the next thing we need to worry about is our guns. The rail guns. So what we're gonna do... where to put the lasers? Honestly, we have more railguns than we need. I do want to have one on the edge. So if these are the case, then they need to be on a belt here. Yeah. So how is this gonna look? Gonna be something like this? I think we're just gonna have to do this manually because I did not... 1, 2... Well, maybe I did get a pretty even swath. Okay. So we can do this. Yeah, we'll just manually do this across. I don't think it'll hurt anything. Okay, then we go like this, and then... Wait, yeah, this is fine. We're gonna feed... here, and then we're going to this is a little rough. Let's just move this guy down one. Ooh, I just had a good sneeze. Okay, so then we're going to move you to the other side like this. We can get this flow belt figured out, then this is going to be... this is the hardest problem. So we put on the outside of the belt, and then this will move it to the inside of the belt eventually. Okay. So let's go ahead and put in our loaders. Okay. Next up, missile turrets. The missile turrets did not need to be on the outside. So, actually, next up, let's do laser turrets. Because we know we need a bunch of these. Oh yeah, we need to set the orders. And lasers can fire on everything. They're going to prefer to fire on the small targets. So lasers will prefer to fire on the mediums, actually, because you don't need to fire on the small. But they're not going to ignore unlisted priorities. Ah! I did it again. Okay. Let's put one more rack here. Now we know we're gonna need more than this eventually. So far, so good. We do need to deal with the output of this, yeah. And then we need the cryogenic chamber, whatever we have. And let's see here. Doesn't really matter, so let's just fill it here. You're going to cool this down. Not that one. You're going to cool down the hot stuff. Okay. That should, yep, will automatically cool it, and it's going to go into that. Ooh, excellent. All right, so that takes care of the power. Now, I want to do a whole row of lasers here. And I also want to shove in a few lasers along here. Okay. This should be just fine. All right. Next up is missile turrets. Now, missile turrets, we don't need that terribly many of them. I don't think the Tesla turrets are gonna do a lot of good. So let's do rocket turrets here. Let's see here. Now, rocket turrets, I think we want them starting about there. And we want to have them about this often. We'll have two in the center, and then we're going to go to about there. This is where we want them. Good. And we're going to fill in all of this area with these guys. We can do this. Okay. That should do. This is gonna have a very similar belt. This is so exciting. Just feed in a circle, good. And then let's go ahead and have you load in. Okay. Then at some point in time we need to do the chunks. So the science. Science has to be made in a cryogenic plant. Okay. Well, we have some of these. What is the recipe? Spider eggs, quantum processors, and promethium asteroid chunks. Okay. So we know it needs to be close to here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up a filtering system here. You're gonna take out any promethium chunks. Other way. And we're gonna put the labs here. These labs, of course, they're gonna have, well, I don't know that we need that many of the labs. And things are kind of expensive. But what we do need is we need really the absolute best productivity we can get. Okay. And we're gonna beacon them. So we're gonna do this, then you need the biter eggs, and let's just so I am not entirely sure the best way to do this, but we're gonna do, let's see here. This is insane. Biter egg. And then you're going to be quantum chips. Okay. I know there's a way that I could do this that would be less painful. Okay. So we've got these. Then we're going to load in here. And we're going to long load from here. Problem is, this is biter eggs, so we are going to need a few turrets for protection. And then this needs to go out here. You're going to feed back in. And then we need to beacon this to Kingdom Come. I'm actually going to put the best beacons that I'm going to put some good quality beacons. And then we're going to try for some good quality modules here too. Okay. So far, so good. Now, a couple of things that we lack. We do need some laser turrets down here. We won't need as many, but having at least a little token of defense along here is a good idea. All right. Let's start playing with our design. So we need, let's do fuel. And each section is going to just do what it's keyed on, right? Let's go ahead and auto thrust. We could theoretically make a few science packs with these, but yeah. I may just dump them. We'll leave them in place. Let's do this. Deep Space 1 with your redesign. If you happen to have Promethium chunks, because we will have some. Yeah, put them on here. And then we're going to do this. So that will take care of those. Now we have this set of beacons here. We'll probably want to take advantage of it. Okay. What do we actually need water for? So water is needed in this. And does it actually go anywhere but... It does go to making explosives. Okay. Alright, keep doing this. That's okay, we're gonna do our own separate thing. Okay, let's do... I'm gonna copy... Because I do like the pairing that we have. Every freaking time. Okay, we're gonna do this. And get rid of this. So this will be calcite, which we do need. Fueling. I think this is the right number of machines. Yeah, why not? Let's get this figured out. Let's see. What other pieces do we need? And we'll probably move these around some. So this is going to be Deep Space 1. I just want to have the pieces here, and we'll copy these as little mini blueprints. Now we actually... Copper's used for bullets. We're not going to make bullets. Is copper used for anything else at all? Yeah, it's used for this. Okay, so... Fuel is just a byproduct of that. So we're going to... This is going to come up in this area. I am going to do the same 4 machines. I think that's enough. Which does mean that we probably should do these fairly close. The missiles, we're gonna do something different. The missiles they'll need their own water. But they're gonna come from this side. And they need their own carbon and sulfur. This will make the explosives. Now, they don't need calcite. So I'm actually gonna change this to just the basic. But we'll still leave the filtering on, because why not? Okay, that will do for that. I don't want to do this here. Well, this row of beacons does exist. You know, I'm just gonna assume that we are gonna need more of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a few more. No, we really can't. We can do one more. Okay. So we can bring you to maybe here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh, we do need our lasers along this side. Okay. This is insane. I love it. Okay. Now, actually, we don't want to pull directly off of the belts. That is a difference that we definitely want to do. So, this is going to be a little bit tricky. But what we need to do is... This is going to be only... We should do this one out further even. So you're going to be only... Yeah, this is what we want to do. You're going to be filter only... These guys. And then filter the other way. So what's going to happen is anything can go through here if it can. Let's go ahead and prioritize the output to this side. So you're going to try to force it through here. And then the input priority from here. Other side. So what's going to happen is we're going to try to force it through here if it can, and it'll do this, and then this is going to come down like this. So we'll have a kind of steady bar. And I think I'm going to keep track of the number of these, and if there's not a lot, then I may do reprocessing or something, I don't know. Then we're going to, well, let's go ahead and set the output here. So it's going to come in here, we'll try to feed it through here, which will take out all of the iron until there's a line. And once there's a line of those, then it's going to push them through here. Then maybe we do the reprocessing along here somewhere. We want to do something very similar to this for this. It's going to be exactly the same, except for you're going to be carbon. Let's get those in place. And then let's do exactly the same except for ice. Okay. Need this to be one further down, so what we'll do is take the promethium chunks like this. Okay. That should get everything that we need. And then we have a little bit of space here for, I don't know what. This could be the reprocessing. This actually is a good area to do reprocessing. So How do I want to do the reprocessing? I think we're just gonna do the same thing. We'll do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If these 4 have read belt contents, hold, then we'll pull. You're gonna reprocess the metal, so we're gonna stick you here, and I'm gonna stick a couple of these on basically identical designs. And I'm going to prioritize from the left. It's true, all of the designs that I have are going to output on the same side, which it's fine, I guess. Then we're going to do here. You're going to do carbonic processing. And I'm going to have it be on these 4. So you're enabled, disabled if the carbon is greater than 16. If you're more than half, is going to be my constant roll. I don't need a filter. I need... Did I put red wire? I put red wire going there. No. I just missed that. That's fine. If this is less than 16. Then I'm gonna go ahead and we'll copy this. And this is gonna be the same thing with the ice. The ice will just be... We don't need these. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to... enable, disable if the carbonic chunk is greater than 16. Those numbers may need to change in your... Wait, you don't need to be... What am I doing? What am I doing? You are if the ice. Carbon, yep. This is good. Now let's go ahead and copy this setup. I need to go one further down. Let's take out this whole belt. Okay. So we have 2 reprocessing. Okay. I'm liking this so far. Very, very good. Alright, Deep Space 2 is at 1 kilo. Go ahead and go to Novice. We're gonna have to decide. This is gonna be very, very tricky to get the science figured out, but I want to do some of the science at least. Okay. So let's just do this. We do need to do... Let's see, we need foundries. 2 is probably more than we'll ever need. So we'll put 2 for each. We don't need those beaconed though. We're gonna put them up here. The thing I want beaconed is our actual production. So this is gonna be, yeah, we're gonna have to do this differently. You're gonna be all of our we do need to do this differently. Okay. Darn. That's why we're trying to figure this out though. So you're gonna be here. Let's just make a little simple design. You're gonna output here. Okay. You're gonna input here. I don't know what direction those are going to go yet, but this is fine. Probably come from a different direction. Okay, so let's move this. Where? I guess we could do this down here. We could make explosives here? No, the rocket fuel needs to come down here. So somewhere we're gonna have basically this line here. Get it again, guys. I keep doing that. We're gonna have one line here. Really no reason not to have it right there. And then we'll just do something like this. And then we're gonna have another line here. It could be water, so this is good. Actually, let's, yeah, right here. So we're gonna do this. No, not there. We need to connect it to here. Which you don't have a great way to do. Okay. This should do. Once we get things going right away. And also, down with the, we're gonna go to a pure thing. We're going to remove these. Let's just do this. Okay. All right. So let's do the smelters here. because somewhere this needs to be, we need the calcite to come down. Let's filter calcite here. This is a fun challenge, I gotta say. Trying to completely redesign, because we've done such patch-pieced improvements for so long. It's nice to have a clean slate for a mega ship. And at the very least, we'll make the 60,000 kilometers, but I want to get enough science that we can do stuff. Okay, the water... We're gonna need water with explosives, and this... Honestly, we're gonna do 2 of these. We're gonna do 1 just for the rocket fuel. Which does need calcite. Fudge, this is not in the right spot. Okay. Let's just pick this up, and we're gonna move it here. We'll figure out the best spot. Okay. This works perfect. Okay, then we're going to copy this here. Except for you're only going to be for normal carbonic acid. Okay. We don't need that one. And then this is going to be combined with the calcite. So for calcite needs to come here on its own belt, which means we're going to have a mixed belt here. Okay, that's fine. No, the calcite can come here. So we're gonna split this here. You're gonna come both in, and you're going to be copper on 1. So that will by de facto mean that the other one is going to be iron. I'm gonna actually switch this. And then this will be just copper, so this is the calcite belt. Copper, we're going to mix you here. Okay. That takes care of that problem. Then we actually know that iron and calcite want to be on the same belt for the same, so we can actually just mix these guys here. Okay. Yeah, let's do Okay. Let's see. So then that's going to come here, and then we're going to split it here. And we're going to come down here, and that will make the rocket fuel. Okay. Then we need our furnaces. We're definitely not doing a minimalist type design. Let's do more like this. Okay. We can move the whole thing down if we need to. Let's just do one off. Let's do here. Here, you're gonna be our copper producers. Molten copper from lava. Not lava. From... yeah. Okay, so we need you to come down. We do need this. Well, hang on, we actually need this split here. Okay, that will do. And then this feeds in. Let's go ahead and do greens. We could do productivity, but I don't think we care. We should be having plenty of stuff. So that's our copper belt. Then we're gonna do basically copy paste design. Yeah, and it'll even have the offset by 1. And then we'll change this to iron. Then we also have to build the throwaway mechanism. Wow. This is getting complicated. Okay. How do we decide to throw away copper? And iron. In each case, I'm gonna throw away from this one. And I'm just gonna say if there's too much, then throw it away. Yeah, it's kind of got to be this way. Okay, so then I only want to throw away. So which the top belt is the calcite, which is not great. So how do we do this? I'm actually gonna purposely move this down. Oops, sorry for that. I'll figure out what that is in a scooch. Actually, this is good. We've got a pretty good redesign going on. Still got a lot of work, but I do like this general concept. We're gonna produce these guys like crazy. Let's set the targeting priorities. I'm gonna do the same thing that we did before, where the huge asteroids are the priorities for everything, and it's gonna be ignore unlisted. And then the... oops. Didn't mean to change the lasers. Okay. And then we'll set a few specific ones for other purposes. Okay. So then we'll have these pipes. They're gonna go up here. Let's go one here. And we'll have copper and iron available wherever we need them from this basis. Okay. Good. Water. We need water here. We'll figure it out next time. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all you do. Until next time, keep on tracking. Take care. We will see you then. Bye-bye.